This street here in the historic city center of Mexico City, now it's known as Jesus Maria Street, but it used to be known as La Calle de la Quemada, the street of the burned woman. That's because a young lady named Beatriz, she lived here in the 16th century when the colony of New Spain was very young. Her father was a wealthy man, and she was one of the most beautiful women of the colony, but none of the men were good enough for her until she met an Italian duke. And this Italian duke, he captured her heart. They were engaged to be married. The thing is, let me look up this duke's name so I can get the story right. Martin de Schupoli. He was the Marquis of Piemonte, not a duke. Marquis, even better. Martin de Schupoli was extremely jealous. Any man who came around talking to Beatriz, he murdered the man. And he killed several men just because they looked at her or talked to her. And when she found out that her beauty had been the cause of the death of all these men, she was heartbroken. So she went into her house, she took up a tin of hot coals from the stove, she buried her face into the hot coals, and she disfigured her face. Burns and just destroyed her own beauty, because she couldn't stand to think that it had caused so much death. Well, the Marquis, he married her anyway, because he was impressed by her kindness, her devotion, her care for human life. So he married her. She wore a white veil on their wedding day, and ever since then she walked these streets wearing a long black veil. Some folks say they still see her spirit walking these streets to this day, like the Johnny Cash song says, she walks these hills in a long black veil.